everybody, good morning. At this time, I am here to tell my self-introduction. I am Priya Subramaniam from Diploma in Healthcare Management and my ID is DAC06211159. Today I am here to tell about introduction of depression. Occasional bad mood or acting out is to be expected, but depression is something different. There are many misconceptions about teen depression. Depression strikes teenagers more often than most people think. Depression is highly treatable, but experts say only 1 in 5 depression teens receive help. Teenagers usually must rely on others for help. Anti-depression can delay recovery or worsen the outcome of other medical illness via increased mortality or mortality. I am very glad to see you all here. The next person will be present by Arvind. Thank you.
Good morning everyone. My name is Harit Kumar from Diploma in Healthcare Management. I'm here to talk about types of depression. Type number 1 is Major Depressive Disorder. Major Depressive Disorder is the most severe form of depression. There are several symptoms in Major Depressive Disorder. Number 1 is changes in weight and changes in sleep and lack of interest in activities that normally enjoyed. Type number 2 is Persistent Depressive Disorder. It's a type of chronic depression present for more days than not for at least 2 years. The symptoms for persistent depressive disorder is feeling sadness, sleeping too much, and anger. Type number 3 is Bipolar Disorder. Bipolar disorder is a mood disorder characterized by periods of abnormally elevated mood known as mania. The symptoms for bipolar disorder is unexplained pains, feeling hopeless, and anxiety. Number 4 is Postpartum Depression. Postpartum depression is a complex mix of physical, emotional, and behavioral change that happen in some women after giving birth. The symptoms for postpartum depression is social withdrawal, severe mood swings, and trouble bonding with your baby.
My name is Yashini Annamunpa Mulyadi. My ID number is DHC07210075. The fifth type of depression is Premature disorder. It's also can called by PMD. It is a severe or sometimes disabling extension of premature symptoms. They also have some symptoms. For example, extremely fatigue, feeling sad, homeless, self-critical, and also have severe feeling of stress and etc. The next is Seasonal Affective Disorder. It's also can called by SAD or SAD. It is a type of depression that comes and goes in a seasonal pattern. They also have some symptoms. They have 2 types of symptoms. It is symptom A and symptom B. Symptom A is fall and winter sad, oversleeping, appetite changes, especially a craving for food high in carbohydrates, tiredness or low energy. Symptom B is spring and summer sad. For example, trouble sleeping, insomnia, weight loss, poor appetite, and etc. The last but not least is Atypical Depression. It is a specific type of depression in which the symptoms vary from the traditional criteria. They also have some symptoms. For example, excessive eating or weight gains, excessive sleep, fatigue, weakness and feeling weighed down, instant sensitive to rejection, strongly reactive moods. Thank you.
Good afternoon to my respected lecturer Mr. Zul Majdi. My name is Sati Devyogni Satisilan. I am from Diploma in Healthcare Management Batch 24. Today I am going to present the factor of depression. First and foremost, age can be a factor in depression. People who are elderly and adults are at higher risk of depression. That can be made worse by other factors, such as living alone and having a lack of social support. On the other hand, major events, even good events such as starting a new job, graduating or getting married can lead to depression. So can moving, losing a job or income, getting divorced or retiring. However, the syndrome of clinical depression is never just a normal response to stressful life events. Not only that, but other personal problems could also affect our mental health. Problems such as social isolation due to other mental illnesses or being cast out of a family or social group can contribute to the risk of developing clinical depression. Last but not least, serious illnesses could be one of the biggest factors which could affect our mental health too. Sometimes depression happens along with a major illness or may be triggered by another medical condition. Next factor of depression is gender. Isn't that surprising? Yet it is true that gender could also cause depression. Women are about twice as likely as men to become depressed. No one's sure why. The hormonal changes that women go through at different times of their life may play a role. That's all from me. My groupmate Hiroshini will discuss more about the factors of depression in the next video.
Hi everyone, and my humble hello to my lecturer, Mr. Zul Majdi. I am Hiroshini Tamaselvam and my ID number is DHC04210448. My friend, she already talked about some factors of depression and I'm going to talk about the rest. First of all, an abuse, a physical abuse, a sexual abuse or an emotional abuse, whatever it is, it can lead a person to depression later in life. The second factor which I choose is drugs. Certain drugs such as isotretinoin, which used to treat acne, interferon alpha, which is an antiviral drug, and corticosteroids can increase your risk of depression. The third one is conflict. No one is here who living with even one person next to them. Personal conflict or disagreements with family members or friends can lead to depression in someone who is biologically vulnerable to it. The fourth one is death or a loss. Although it's natural to be sad or grieve following the death or loss of a loved one, it can increase the risk of depression. And lastly, I'm going to talk about genes. A history of depression in the family may increase the risk. Depression is thought to be a complex trait, which means that there are likely many different genes, each with a minor effect rather than a single gene that contributes to disease risk. Depression's genetics, like most physiatric disorders, are not as simple or straightforward as in purely genetic diseases such as Huntington's chorea or cystic fibrosis. Thank you.
Good morning to Inche Zulmari Zainam, and I'm Tani Balakrishnan from Batch 24, Diploma in Healthcare Management. My ID number is DSC 06211147. Today I'm going to explain about how to prevent from depression. The first point is spend time volunteering. Volunteering your time and talent to a non-profit organization helps shift the focus from yourself to others, breaking the cycle of negative thoughts. Helping others and performing acts of kindness feels good and enjoys life, meaning it can also be a simulator of connection and gratitude. Let's go for second point. Do something you love. While depression it may feel like nothing is appealing or enjoyable. However, forcing yourself to do something that you once loved can help you overcome your feelings of depression. It could be spending time with family, dancing, singing, cooking, or playing a musical instrument. Final point is sleep. Sleep plays a major role in our mental well-being. If you ever notice that when you sleep poorly, the previous night you tend to be cranky and irritated throughout the next day. The next would be Tulasi Sivarangam. Thank you.
A very good morning to Sir Zumalji Zainal and friends. I am Tulasi, daughter of Sivarangam from Diploma in Healthcare Management. My student ID is DHC06211164. Today I want to tell about summary of depression. Firstly, depression is a constant feeling of sadness and loss of interest, which stops you doing your normal activities. Other than that, different types of depression exist, with symptoms ranging from relatively minor to severe. Generally, depression does not result from a single event, but from a mix of events and factors. Finally, if you feel depressed, see your doctor. Don't delay. Seeking support early can help stop symptoms becoming worse. The road to depression recovery, just as the symptoms and causes of depression are different in different people. So, are there ways to feel better? What works for one person might not work for another, and no one treatment is upright in all cases. If you recognize the signs of depression in yourself or a loved one, take some time to explore the many treatment options. In most cases, the best approach involves a combination of social support, lifestyles changes, emotional skills building, and personal health. I end my speech right here. Thank you.